This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
A 3-yard pickup gets it out to the 28. It's 2nd and 7. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. This time he wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. The short hands. It's Anderson. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the air on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. He's open on the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
On the draw, it's Baxter. Finding some room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Caught over the middle. It's Gilmore. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Handoff for Baxter. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
On this 1st and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. They'll run it with Baxter. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. 'em. 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 He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll run it with Baxter. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Colin.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Razorbacks take their first time out. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Rushes on him, buying some time.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Rides to back and leaves it. Got enough for the first. Oh, what a move to get room. Flying down the left side. Past the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason good. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
The play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the grab, it's Anderson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down leaves it with 2nd and 4. Goes to the option. Quarterback keep. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense picks it up. Everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and he's going forward, and he's loose. Touchdown, Arkansas. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Patterson. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the 1st. Gets the back moving. On 1st down, it's Baxter again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the 1st quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the 2nd quarter. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Making side adjustments here. Running inside. It's Russell. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals, and the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. The give on the option. Got a little grass. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Running the red zone, it's Smith. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
Looking for room, it's Russell. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. There he goes. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Baxter. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Complete. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Kentucky trying to convert on 4th down. They'll go with Baxter. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And how about the run play on 4th and 3 to 4? A lot of times you see that's a pass play nowadays. They run the football, they stick to what they do well, they know where the 1st down marker is, and they get the 1st down.
This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Wildcats!
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Makes it past the marker. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
And the Razorbacks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Russell. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Got it! Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found 0 answers in how to get back in this football game.
Blue 22. Blue.
And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And right down the middle. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
To the air on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Going downfield for the big play. Makes a deep grab. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Flips it out to the back. Powers through the defender. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. Second down, down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. It's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Harrington. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Jackson gonna throw it. Here's a heat. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo.
Get up. Get up. Yep, I think that's what everybody says to their quarterbacks after they take big hits like that. He got the first down, but you don't want to make a living taking those whacks.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And, man, guys, we talked about this guy coming into the game, right? He's good, and he can catch the football. He can make plays. That's his first target on the day. And I think the defense is just as surprised as we are, but the offense definitely got to get this guy more involved.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up.
Lets it fly. Upstairs he's got it. There he goes. Into the house. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. One more snap coming before halftime. Corner's going to give them room. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They'll give it on the counter. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He'll try to get to the marker himself. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. Just a little off. Incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Russell. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires it down the seam. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Hauls it in, looking for space. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. The pitch to the left. And some room to work. Oh, a lot of space. At the 30. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. That was just an open alley for that back. I don't think he was touched once before the tackle.
So he wouldn't even been down in 2-hand touch?
No. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. Here's the pressure. And he never had a chance. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Absolutely center cut. Are forced to settle for the field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Russell. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Smith takes the handoff. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's going to run it. Oh, it's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Now on the option. Quick toss. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll run the option. Keeps it himself. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Bauer. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really easy on me on second down.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted to stop the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Looking for a gap. It's Russell. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll keep it on the ground. Runs through the tackle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The option look. The give to the back. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion.